Welcome to the newest installment of the Untitled Film Nerd Project. My name is Philip, and joining me as always is TJ.
Hello.
We are continuing on with Season 2 of Stranger Things. We are on Chapter 7, The Lost Sister. Real quick though, I've complained before about Netflix using really spoilery synopses. Maybe Netflix could not use spoilery screenshots. This screenshot gave it away.
I didn't even look at the screenshot.
Yeah,
what was it?
It shows Elle Jane with standing in front of Kali.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, well, that's going to be a thing in this episode. I was like, all right. I wasn't expecting that. I thought we were going to go back to survival horror video game. But we didn't. We got the most linear episode yet. So we start off with Elle Jane in Mom's house. And she deduces that the mom wants her to find the quote-unquote sister, the other girl in the room with her. I don't think this is overall the strongest episode, personally.
No.
And I have some issues with it. First one is I thought that was a really giant leap to make. That's what the mom wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they could have gotten that point across a little more succinctly. Like, I thought it was kind of like jumping from point A to point G.
Mm-hmm.
The deduction wasn't there for me. That could just be me personally. She uses her under-the-skin powers to find number 8. And then we hear the other daughter of the mother. I'm assuming. Is that who that is?
No, I think it is the mom's sister.
Okay. Yes, you're right. Yes. Good call. Okay, so the mom's sister is on the phone with someone asking for help. I guess kind of intimating that she's calling the Institute, maybe?
I mean, it wasn't clear either way, but
Right.
Given how she was talking and given how much the sister has distrust for the Institute as well, I'm willing to bet she was just simply calling
The police station?
Sheriff Hopper's
Okay, yeah.
police station.
Right, that makes sense. And Elle takes off. So Elle Jane runs away. And as we cut from the mom watching the TV, there was a big number 8 on the TV. Thought it was a nice touch.
Yeah.
Elle Jane runs to, I assume, Chicago, judging by the buildings. Haven't been to Chicago many times, and I think I saw the Vagina building, so it's pretty sure it's Chicago. And people that are in Chicago or visit Chicago know what the Vagina building is.
Yeah, that means nothing to me, but interesting.
It's like a big building that's like has the top is a lit up diamond.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just called the Vagina building.
Fascinating.
Elle Jane is searching random alleyways after she used her under the skin powers to locate number 8. And eventually she does. We get a heartwarming reunion. And so Jane is reunited with Kali. And poor Elle Jane. Like, this is the 3rd time she's been told she's home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just like, my heart just goes out to her. Like, she just wants so bad to be accepted and loved and maybe even normal. And just like, Hopper said she was home, and the mom's sister said she was home, and now Kali is saying she's home. I'm like, dang, this poor thing. We find out what happened in the beginning, like the opening scene, because I'm glad this episode happened, though, even though I have some quarrels with it. Because I said in the last review that something needed to happen with the flashback from episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the girl. So we see that Kali is with her merry band of sort of criminals.
Yes. Cast of misfits.
Yep. I'm just like, okay, you know what, guys? Maybe don't be a dick to the girl with powers.
Yeah.
Just, like, they're all kind of being a dick. Like, especially, like, a Mohawk guy, but she can make you see whatever the fuck she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome power, by the way.
Yes.
So then Jane moves the train, and Elle Jane gets a makeover. What'd you think of the makeover?
It works for her.
Yeah.
But also we find out the Misfits, like, what their goal is.
Yep.
And that is to hunt down the scattered members of the Institute and to kill them.
Which is what they were doing in the first episode.
Yes.
So it looked like a robbery or something, was in a way, but at the same time, it was very much a noble act of revenge.
Assassination.
Yeah, assassination revenge. I'm not sure if all of them are from the Institute, since they said everyone that hurt them, and they all didn't come from the Institute.
No. I think that they were just random, as Kali had said, just random people that society had shunned and turned away, that she gathered that group.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I gather is, for them, hurting the Institute is just as much as hurting the man.
Right. Then we go to a scene at the gas station because they're going to go and confront the guy that was the one that did the electroshock to Mama. And at the gas station, Kala uses her powers, and we find out that her powers have a time limit. Either they have a time limit, or if she gets distracted, they melt away.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing was, she's like, "Oh, your toilet's overflowing." Oh crap! He goes to do it, and they are taking time and grabbing Egos and tampons and whatever. And he comes back out with a gun, pointed at Kali. I'm like, just make him see something else. Turn the gun into something.
Yeah.
Turn it into like a molten brick of lava or something. You have these powers, use them.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a recharge time? Do you need to recharge your powers? Is it like a rechargeable battery? You use them up, now you have to wait. I don't. And why does she just have one power, but Elle has like two?
Mm-hmm.
Like Elle can astral project and move shit. She has a lot of powers, actually. She can like explode things and melt people's brains and just all kinds of stuff. Kali just has the ability to make people see shit, which is still a cool power. But I think they did her power a disservice in this episode.
Well, I'm just wondering if it's a matter of Kali lacks imagination.
That could be as well, yeah. So they get to the dude's house or apartment or whatever, and L. Jane had said that he was alone. In fact, he was not. His family was there. And then he says a big bombshell. Do you remember what that is?
He said, Papa's still alive.
Yeah. I was like, oh, shit. And I forgot. I was like, did we see him die in season 1?
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, me either. So bad us, but in fairness, it's been a year.
Yeah.
And we did not watch season 1 again in preparation because we didn't have fucking time. We had 31 movies to watch.
Yeah.
So we find out that Brenner is alive, possibly, which was a big holy shit moment. And then I've kind of criticized the season for very much ripping off Elfen Lied. And this is like another instance where I think they did, because in Elfen Lied, there are 2 people with powers.
Mm-hmm.
And they end up facing off against each other in a really anticlimactic battle that I'd waited for the entire anime, and then they got to it and it was lame. So the whole time I'm like, are we going to have like more Elfen Lied rip-offery where they have 11 and 8 battle? Because I would love to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the girl who can make her see anything versus the girl that can just like melt her brain. It'd be fun. So then Kali does a really mean thing, I thought, and makes her see Papa. I wrote in my notes, making her see Papa was a real dick move.
And also not very smart, because L. Jane could have very well have just exploded the entire building.
Yeah, because, I mean, when she gets upset, I mean, she wasn't, like, angry, she was just, she was just visibly shaken.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, A, I thought it was a dick move, and B, I thought it was a risky move. So I wasn't too pleased about that. Then Elle, under the skins, back to the Institute, and she sees Hopper at the console, which we know that the creatures are coming. And then she sees Mike trying to get through the soldier guys to try and warn everybody that's a trap. Then we have a police raid they're coming to get Kali and the group. Probably favorite scene was when Kali hides them all.
Yes, yeah, that was really cool.
That was fucking cool. I thought it showed the extent of her powers, because she hid like 5 or 6 people from at least 20 to 30 people. Like, so she made like 30 people see the same thing.
And not only that, but I mean, I think it also goes to show that even Kali may not realize that it goes further than just making people see and not see what she wants to see, because other chick, the ice chick, was smoking.
Yes, that is true. Yes, I noticed that as well.
And cops walked right by her and didn't smell.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, because I noticed that the eyes, as I called her, I forget her name, the eyes was smoking, But I didn't think about the smell. I just thought I was like, they don't see the smoke. But yeah, good call. Like they can't smell them or the smoke. So yeah, that's really, really good call. So then they run outside. They're going to try and get away. There's police shooting going on. And I'm like, why not just continue to use your mind powers? Like I think they're doing her a disservice, in my opinion. I wouldn't be surprised if fans are divided on this episode, because I thought it was really strong in parts, but it really missed a lot of potential that it could have had. It just makes Kali seem really inefficient, just like not very adept at her powers.
Well, and that very well could be part of the point. Whereas Kali escaped.
Yeah, that's true.
She's been on her own. As shitty as what Papa did to Elle, he spent the rest of the time
honing her powers.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Maybe that's why she has more than one power. So, yeah, that could very well be. Because I'm just like, make them invisible again. Like, just do something. If they're shooting outside, why aren't the police on the inside running out to the outside? They would hear the gunshots. They would run. So it was just bad storytelling, honestly, in my opinion, in this episode. Probably the weakest storytelling so far this season. And then they're trying to get away. Kali builds this really cool metal wall, which the police are just like, what the fuck is going on? And then she's like, Kali and Elle Jane are having like Kali saying, come with me. And Elle Jane says, she's under the skin to the Institute, so she knows that they need her. And I'm like, Kali, go with her. Be a badass sister team. Like, take the ultimate revenge on them by going back to the place and wrecking shit.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. But seemingly so far, they take off and Elle Jane runs away. And we have my favorite shot. My favorite scene was when everyone went invisible. My favorite sequence was when Kali was looking out the window, pans over to the left, and it pans out to Elle Jane looking out a window of the bus.
Yes.
I thought it was a really nice transition. Like, seamless. From a film nerd perspective, it was just beautifully done.
Agreed.
So we got a really nice linear story with Kali, number 8. And it could have been a lot better. But it's cool to see them expand on the character Kali in general. So what we saw at least makes sense now.
What this episode felt like to me was introducing the possibility of a spinoff.
Oh.
Because even Kali's group of misfits, their characters were not fleshed out, but you could tell that they had character.
Yeah, that's true.
Each one had like personality to where there's a story behind each one.
Yeah.
And I've seen enough TV shows to spot when a potential spinoff is being made, and that's exactly how this felt to me.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Again, good call. All right, so we'll see if your spinoff thing comes true. We'll see if my having to flood the tunnels comes true. So, are you ready to go to episode 8?
Yes.
We are almost there. I'm pretty sure we're going back to the Institute this time. So that wraps up this episode. Thank you everyone for listening. We are going to go right now and watch episode 8. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm hurrying up because I want to go see it. Tune in soon because we'll be back right after episode 8 to give our review on episode 8. So until then, my name is Philip.
And I'm TJ.
And we'll talk to you very soon. Goodbye.
Bye.